Hello everyone and welcome to our preview card video. We have a special couple of cards here from the Merciless Rage Rakdos Madness Deck that we've brought for you to talk about.
Right, but before we get into that, we just want to take a minute and thank Wizards of the Coast for providing us with these, basically information about these preview cards.
Yeah.
We love the chance to share this information with the community, and we're looking forward to basically revealing these free preview cards with you guys.
Yeah, and that was one of the things we tried to do with our preview cards, is we really wanted to find a fun way to share them with the community, and so we produced a Commander gameplay video, which you can go watch now. We have a link in the description below. It essentially talks about the preview cards are in the deck. So if you want to kind of play along with us and guess what the preview cards are before we reveal them, you can watch the gameplay video and try and figure it out, because they do in fact show up in the video.
I would try to avoid social media also, because at this point it's probably posted on our Twitter. But yeah, just so you guys know, I'm going to be doing the first one. I actually got the chance to play this in the preview, or not the preview,
the gameplay
in video. The gameplay video. I'm going to show you it now in the preview video. It is Doomed Necromancer. So this rare human cleric mercenary is a 2/2. It costs 2 and a black, and it lets you pay a black and tap it to sacrifice it to return any creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's very similar to another card that is out there, Apprentice Necromancer, which is kind of like the watered down version of it. It's a 1/1 for 1 and a black. Same tap a black, tap it, sacrifice it, but unfortunately you don't get to keep the creature.
No. Dies at the end step.
It does die at the end step. You have to sacrifice it. So Doom Necromancer, I've really liked this one. In the gameplay video, you get to watch me attempt to use it to bring back my commander, so I don't have to play it again. So if you're interested in seeing how that massively failed, you can go check out the gameplay video.
Yeah, well, it's pretty great because you get to sacrifice it and then hopefully bring back something pretty powerful from your graveyard and keep it around.
I think that we're going to see a lot of fun with it in the Rakdos deck.
Yeah. All right, so the other preview card that we have here for you is Boneyard Parley. So Boneyard Parley is 2 black and 5 colorless for a sorcery spell that allows you to pick 5 creature cards from graveyards and then separate you choose an opponent and they separate them into 2 piles. And so it's essentially you get to return to the battlefield under your control one of the 2 piles. So you can separate them and kind of pick which pile of cards you want to return to the battlefield. So for 7 mana, this sorcery really ramps things up for you. It's a it's a mass recursion spell, and it can serve a lot of purpose in your game when you're falling behind and you want to bring back creatures post board wipe, or it's a very political tool for a game that if you and another opponent are kind of falling behind, you can make a deal with that opponent to let them give you all 5 cards, because this is very similar to a fact or fiction type effect, and so you can return all 5 creatures under the battlefield under your control for 7 mana, which is pretty good. And even in a case where you can only get 3 cards or even 2, you're probably going to be picking the 5 best creatures in a graveyard, so it's likely that you're going to be able to get whatever you want.
Yeah, absolutely. The cool thing about that is being able to pull 5 creatures from any graveyard. Yeah. So it doesn't have to be from 1 or just 2. You can literally pull from everybody on the table. And I think that it really makes the difference on a turning point. If you're not playing a deck that has the most powerful creatures and your opponents are, you've got the turning point right there. And I think from what we've seen with the Merciless Rage deck so far, you're going to be able to dump your best creatures into the graveyard and make your opponents pick between giving you your best cards or their best cards.
Yeah,
or a mixture of it.
It's definitely going to be a win condition in the deck for sure, and that's one of the things that you'll see from us in the future. We'll definitely do a gameplay video with all 4 decks, so look forward to that. And thanks again to Wizards for giving us these preview cards, and thank you guys for watching.
We'll catch you next time.